It's time to talk about the Horseman of Indolence. My favorite guy to talk about. I love Indolence. My favorite man. We got Asmonslop content. Yay! Asmonslop. Who's ready for the sloppies? Sloppies. Sloppy time. Yay. Alright, let's start off. I'm going to get to a more sort of grander overall point with this whole talk here. So Asmongold claims he's not worn deodorant since he was 14. I don't need it because I'm not fat. Okay. Anyone can fucking sweat a lot despite the fact that they're not fat or not. Dude, Asmongold is definitely the type of dude who would go to like the local LGS and just be like the complete fucking stinker. Because this motherfucker doesn't take showers or do any personal hygiene or anything. But what? What's the clip say? Let's see. What do we got here?
Why would I don't wear deodorant. The last time I wore deodorant is whenever I thought I could wear Axe body spray and girls would like me. I was like 14. I don't wear fucking deodorant.
Okay, I will give Asmongold that. That whole fucking marketing campaign by Axe body spray is very cringe. I'll give you that one, Asmongold. I agree with you on that. But that's about it. But honestly, like, the reason why you just have Axe body spray is because it's cheap. It's just very cheap. Isn't he in Florida? I have no idea where he's at. I don't know. He's probably in, like, Texas or something. Whatever. Who the fuck cares? Dude, like, people sweat a lot. So, okay. Here's the main thing, alright? If you have hairy pits, right? And you sweat a lot, I should know because I have hairy pits and I sweat a lot because I've talked about this before. But I am very naturally warm. I heat up very, very quickly. Why? Because I have pretty good blood circulation throughout my whole body. My blood circulates very, very well. If you have good blood circulation, it leads to you being more warm. At least I think that's how that works. I'm not 100% certain on that one. I'm not a doctor or anything. But that's kind of the reason. So as a result, because I get very hot very naturally, because I have good sort of circulation of blood throughout my veins, I get very warm. I get very hot constantly. And I tend to sweat quite a bit. Okay. Sweat in of itself is not what makes, well, your pits stink. That's not the only thing. Hairy armpits is what makes you fucking smell, right? Because guess what happens? All the bacteria that the sweat is getting rid of gets stuck in the hair of the pits. Which is why if you have hairy pits, you need to shave that shit often. I have to fucking shave my fucking pits again because, again, they're starting to fucking smell again because, again, since I'm naturally hot, I sweat quite often in my fucking armpit region because I'm very hot constantly. So I tend to sweat a lot, and since I have hairy pits, bacteria gets stuck there, gets stuck in the shirt, gets stuck in the fucking goddamn hair on my armpits, and I stink. That's how it fucking works. Nothing I can really do about that. I can wear some deodorant, and it works for maybe an hour. Probably less, to be honest. So I don't really fucking bother with it if I'm staying at home. If I'm going out somewhere, obviously I'm going to put like deodorant on, take a shower, do all the fucking good stuff. I shower every fucking day. Like, probably unlike Asmongold. But it's not just because you're fat. It's not because of fat, okay? Even when I lost a lot of weight, because I used to be fat, I lost a lot of weight. I still had the same fucking problem. It's just a thing with my body. Like, I can't control that. But why is Asmongold saying this? I don't know. Maybe he has really poor blood circulation or something. It's stupid. Deodorant with aluminum due to some chemistry BS where where the aluminum blocks some respore/pore. You actually sweat less. Exactly. And, I don't know, do you want to put, like, fucking aluminum into your fucking pores on your fucking armpits? Nah, who the fuck cares? Just fucking deal with it, okay? I don't know. Just shave your fucking armpit hair. There you go. I find that to be the most effective.
You know why? You know why I don't need deodorant? Because no, I don't need it because I'm not fat. Fat people need deodorant because they smell bad because all the Cheetos are coming through their skin.
Okay. Asmongold, this is really fucking stupid. This is the dumbest shit on the fucking planet. I just explained how this fucking works. No. Sweat takes out bacteria from your body through your pores. It's how your fucking body works. And guess what? A lot of it gets fucking stuck in the fucking pits and stuff. That's how it fucking works. But again, Asmongold, buddy, my dude. Like, your house looks like this, bro. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Took the day off to find some dead animal in my attic that smelled bad and ended up falling through the ceiling. Pretty sure I'm living in Sen's Fortress. It's all the same dude whose fucking house is a complete mess. Like, do we need to... We can do the meme. Fuck it. Why not? Asmongold house. Because I guarantee you, given how fucking unkempt this motherfucker's house is, it probably fucking reeks in there. It is probably disgusting in there. I mean, that's an older photo, but sure, he's cleaned it before. You know, good job. He cleaned it in 2020. Far as I can tell. But dude, like, constantly, your fucking room looks like this. And you don't think that you think it's fat people are the main people who fucking smell? I don't even want to imagine what you fucking smell like. I don't even want to imagine what people probably think you smelled like when you went out in public for, like, IRL streams or whatever. It's stupid. I don't think Axe spray is an antiperspirant. A lot of deodorants fearmonger aluminum now and aren't antiperspiring anymore unless they have an alternative means of inhibiting perspiration. Probably through, like, some fucking chemical bullshit or whatever. But no, dude, it's not a fat people thing. It's stupid. It's not, like, about using Axe body spray or whatever the fuck. This is just really fucking dumb, dude. It's like I said before. If you just have a very warm body, you tend to sweat a lot. Bacteria comes out of fucking sweat. Because sweat is used as a way to cool down your body, first and foremost. And it's also the body's way of being able to get rid of a lot of fucking bacteria. The bacteria gets stuck in your fucking pits, in the hair of the pits, and makes it stink. That's how it works. Let me guess he's going to take this in a racist direction? No, he's just going to talk about fat people or something because the fat or something. I don't know.
No, absolutely not. You got the grease going through. That doesn't happen with me. That's not like me at all, bro. Like,
buddy, you live in the house that looks like this. You definitely fucking smell, bro. You are just, like, unaware of the fact that it smells because of, I don't know, you've been living like that for fucking years, dude. Like, get the fuck out of here. Stupid. But we got here. Asmongold says Twitch should ban political content to optimize for ad revenue. Odds are that me, Hassan, Tectone, Frogan, Denims, and Central Committee cause 90% of the PR problems on the entire website. I don't know why fucking Frogan and Denims, or Mike from PA, are being fucking brought up here. I don't even know why Tectone is being brought up here. Tectone is, like, completely irrelevant. Buddy, you're the one who fucking got banned for 2 weeks for saying Palestinians are an inferior culture, okay? Guess what you also fucking did? You've coordinated fucking harassment campaigns against, what's her name? There's, NyaraVT, who's a trans VTuber. You've, made coordinated harassment campaigns against her. When you decided to take a clip where she was talking about something, you heard the fucking the term age of consent, and then I don't know, you started having like a particular feeling in your balls, talking about like, whoa, oh, the age of consent, whoa, whoa. Maybe that's why, like, maybe people think you're like a weirdo pedophile or something, you know, because like you heard age of consent, you were like, and started having like a fucking like schizophrenic meltdown within your fucking brain or some shit. Oh yeah, we can even talk about the coordinated harassment campaign against fucking Alyssa Mercante. Like, get the fuck out of here with this fucking bullshit, dude. Like, don't fucking give me any of this bullshit. You are the biggest reason for as to why these problems are fucking occurring, okay? You coordinate harassment campaigns. You defend the Nazis' actions of, them burning down the Institute of fucking Sexology. Oh yeah, we can also throw in H3 into this, okay? H3 with his, like, schizophrenic campaign with Dan Saltman to try to cause a Twitch adpocalypse, those fucking freaks. The Horsemen of Hypocrisy and Indolence, trying to bring down the slop-pocalypse upon Twitch for whatever fucking reason. This has, like, almost nothing to do with fucking Hassan. I would even say that this barely has anything to do with Tectone, right? It's just you and H3 that are doing this. You are the ones causing the fucking PR problems on the fucking website. Also, may I remind you, who's the biggest political content creator on this fucking platform? Take a look. Sure, fuck it. Why not? Politics. I don't know, probably some complete nonsense here. Oh, here's some gaming. Politics. Maybe politics. No, that's not politics. Politics. Bro, you cover way more fucking politics than fucking Hassan does, okay? You make such a fucking ridiculous amount of fucking slop content, okay? Like, politics, but so much fucking bullshit. This motherfucker puts out like 3-4 videos a fucking day, dude. And guess what most of it is? Politics. Easily 50 to 60% of it is fucking politics. You are the main fucking problem on this site. Let's not even get into, like, the schizophrenic fucking nonsense that Dan Saltman and H3H3 get into. Like, the stupid, like, conspiracy theory of, what, Israel IPs blocked by Twitch. .403 forbidden. Oh, that's weird. Am I gonna get spammed with an ad? Yes. Fuck you. That's why I didn't want to go there. Twitch silently stopped signups from both Israel and Palestine for over a year. Gets caught out. Says it was all to prevent uploads of graphic material. Right? Because again, guess what was fucking happening? Whoa, the attacks on October the 7th. Crazy. But, then there's a bunch of fucking moron. Again, keep in mind, the only things that were getting blocked, I think, were just basically IPs on, like, on PCs. Right? And yeah, they were trying to be wary of people, because, like, not that long ago on Twitch, May 22nd, Peyton Genderon, whatever, killed 10 people and injured 3 in a racist attack at a grocery store in New York. 11 of the 13 victims were black, and he live streamed the attack on Twitch. So I wonder why Twitch might be kind of wary of stuff like this. Crazy, who would have thought? Well, once the intermediate... so the initial decision here makes sense. It just seems that once the immediate context had passed, nobody at Twitch thought to re-enable the email signups. Users could apparently still set up new accounts using phone verification. So again... When Dan Saltman, when he discovered this in the fucking code, the only people that were being stopped were, like, desktop signups. You could still use phone verification. Yeah, it wasn't an IP block. He lied when he fucking said that. So signups were not disabled, and we continue to see signups from both regions. Users could choose to sign up with phone verification. We've learned that inadvertently, we did not re-enable email verification signups for either region because, again, Dan Saltman never really wanted to seem to focus on the fact that Palestinian IPs were also being blocked. I wonder why that is. It's because he's racist, but, dumbass fucking Asmongold doesn't give a fuck about any of that shit because he himself is also fucking racist. We've learned that inadvertently we did not re-enable email verification signups for either region. We have fixed the issue, meaning all affected users can sign up with email verification. You can still do it via your fucking phone. They just had an oversight. Shit like this fucking happens all the time. I work in tech. I know how this works. Sometimes you do a particular policy, right? And you're just like, okay, well, this is why we're doing this because, in case of X, Y, and Z happening. X, Y, and Z fucking clears up. It's not as big of a deal. And guess what? You just forget sometimes. You just forget. You forget to turn it back on. Forget to re-enable a thing. That fucking happens. Also, streamers can require phone verification users only. Exactly, Boy Meets Mini. You can either do it via email or via phone. Well, let's see. What else do we have here? Twitch's explanation feels plausible, but inevitably some are unwilling to accept it at face value. I wonder why. Various recent moderation decisions have come under new scrutiny, such as Twitch unbanning the streamer Sneeko, who made anti-Semitic remarks. Yes, that and Myron Gaines, Fresh and Fit, and all that stuff. Again, more than likely, if I were to take a guess, what would happen is they probably have an automatic policy. For certain users, it can only be banned for X amount of time or years or whatever. They then realize their mistake, saying like, oh, fuck, hold on. These guys should still be, like, permanently fucking banned. We're going to fucking reban them. And that's all that it fucking takes, right? It's an oversight in a fucking policy. Guess what? That happens in tech companies all the time as well. They have a particular policy in place, and there's certain oversights in it. It happens. So these theories are rather undermined by the fact that Twitch wasn't taking signups from Palestinians either, but persist nevertheless. Thank you, Dan Saltman, you schizophrenic freak. There does seem to be one element of explanation that does not make any sense, however. This was surely a ban on IP addresses rather than email addresses, yet Twitch is claiming the latter. As far as I can tell, and we've taken a look at the apparent code, it didn't really have anything to do with IP addresses. It could have been the code assessed the fucking goddamn email's IP and banned it based off of that. Your phone has a different fucking IP than that of your fucking email from your fucking computer, okay? Again, this is fucking networking 101 tier shit. Phones and other fucking devices that connect to the fucking internet will have differing fucking goddamn IPs. Because that's how public IP distribution just fucking works. Like, quite literally. But sure, whatever. When you try to create a new account from Israel, you get there's a problem response. It says Ron Barzik, senior software architect at CyberArk. When you look at the server's response, you can clearly see that the country's IP has been blocked. They have now released an explanation that they did it in order to protect. A bit of bullshit, in my opinion. Yeah, this is a fucking lie. This is a bullshit. Or, not bullshit. This is more like an obfuscation, to be honest. It's not exactly true. But yeah, they decided to ban all of them, but sure. And yes, you are correct, Boy Meets Mini. Phones do have multiple IPs. One for Wi-Fi and one for 5G. One for 4G as well, because again, there's still 4G networks out there as well. It's all a bunch of different fucking IPs. So guess what? Your phone still fucking worked, morons. They just banned the fucking emails from PCs and desktops. That's all that they fucking did. I'm not sure I'd go that far. Though Twitch has already backpedaled at speed and most of the replies to its explanation, they're not very reasonable. They're not very reasonable. I think they're... Like, who cares if they're fucking reasonable or not? The fucking conspiracy theory is that. It's a rank conspiracy. It's complete idle conjecture and nonsense because Dan Saltman wants to have, like, a schizophrenic conniption. But whatever. Perhaps this is the exposure of some conspiracy, but I don't think so. It just reminds me of a classic phrase, never attribute to malice what can be put down to incompetence. I think, honestly, from Rich here, I think that's probably the sort of perfect thing. Or honestly, I don't even know if this is incompetence. I think it's probably easier to say that more than likely what happened here is they put in this fucking policy on October 7th, probably only wanted to have it on for like a week or some shit, and then they just forgot about it. Honestly, I think that's what it is. They just fucking forgot to turn it back on. They're just like, oh, fuck, hold on. Wait a minute, we still are having this problem. And, you know, we have Dan Saltman with Ethan Klein deciding to fucking raise up a stupid fucking conspiracy theory about it. But whatever, sure. This is a whole fucking sort of like tangent that I'm mostly going on. The more important thing that I mostly want to fucking talk about is how Asmongold fans constantly fucking complain about, oh, why are you saying these arguments against Asmongold? He's just like a regular dude who's like totally heckin' epic and wholesome merino and stuff like that. And like all the stuff that you're like attributing to him it just seems like really, really unfair. You should look at the full fucking clips. And then they never proceed to post any of the full fucking clips or anything. So we just looked over some fucking dumbass shit. I can guarantee you one fucking thing and one thing only, okay? Listen. How about we look over some full clips? Sure, fuck it. Asmongold, NyaraVT. Let's look over a fucking complete fucking Asmongold clip about this. Harassment campaign. Because Asmongold, he decided to do a little bit of an out of context to Reno. Just a little bit of trolling, I suppose you could say.
And virtual VTubers.
What got here?
VTuber Nyara is facing a harassment campaign. You call it whatever you want. Just stay away from the kids. If minors can't consent to.
Okay, this is the follow-up video. The initial video, because I want the initial one, was I think it was also on his dumbass fucking clips channel. Here we go.
So we have a person here who is very big fan of giving children puberty blockers. Trans people.
So, children can get puberty blockers for various fucking reasons, okay? I think Alec Gunter, generally speaking, has a very good explanation for as to why puberty blockers exist for children. A lot of them can have certain sensitivities to puberty, and that is why they get fucking puberty blockers, to help deal with those fucking problems, okay? It's not just for trans people, okay? It's not that simple. Puberty blockers have multiple uses. Why don't we just look it up? Just for you, Asmongold. If we're not doing full fucking context, okay? Use of puberty blockers. Fuck it. So, puberty blockers for transgender use and gender diverse youth. So what do? Sex hormones affect primary sex characteristics. These are sexual organs present at birth. They include the penis, scrotum, testicles, uterus, ovaries, and vagina. And the secondary sex characteristics. So, you know, facial hair, the hair, breasts, shit like that. Possible benefits. So, for transgender people and, gender diverse people who have gender dysphoria, delaying their puberty can improve their well-being, ease depression and anxiety, improve social interactions with others, lower the need for future surgeries, ease thoughts or actions of self-harm. Because again, this is shit that has to get fucking approved after a long time with fucking children, okay? They go through multiple fucking processes, a ton of different psychological and psychiatric fucking visits. Tons of fucking goddamn time is taken in order to do these fucking approvals. Does Asmongold know any of that? No. What are the criteria for the use of puberty blockers? Something which apparently fucking Asmongold doesn't seem to understand. Show a lasting pattern of gender nonconformity or gender dysphoria. Have gender dysphoria that began or worsened at the start of puberty. Address any psychological, medical, or social problems that could interfere with the treatment. Be able to understand the treatment and agree to have it. This is called informed consent. Something that Asmongold, I don't think, understands very well. So guess what? Puberty blockers are not recommended for children who have not started puberty. Whoa. And let's go to here. Are the changes permanent? GnRH analogs don't cause permanent physical changes. Oh my god. Whoa. Are you telling me that once a child goes on fucking puberty blockers, that all of a sudden, they go through puberty just very rapidly? Just like that? Oh. Crazy. That's why it's called a blocker, not a stopper. Blocker, stopper. Those are two very different fucking words, Asmongold. But again, as expected from the Horseman of Indolence of the Slotpocalypse, do you think he understands what basic fucking vocabulary means? No. Instead, they pause puberty. That offers a chance to explore gender identity. It also gives youth and families, and their families, time to plan for the psychological, medical, developmental, social, and legal issues that may lie ahead. Whenever a person stops taking GnRH analogs, puberty starts again. Who would have thought? Also, this shit starts around 10 or 11. Transphobes make it seem like it's fucking like babies that fucking take this shit. It's so fucking stupid. But here, where's the, what are the other fucking, uses for puberty blockers? Because they have other uses. They don't. They don't just only fucking, they aren't just only used for gender non-conforming people. And also, trans people. Why don't we take a look? Why don't we find some of the other uses of them? Fuck it. Why don't we figure it out? Puberty blockers are stopped. Puberty blockers time sensitivity. Puberty blocker funding. I just want to see what are the uses. So yeah, effects of puberty blockers. They will stop all these different things. And stop all these different things over here for women. There's risks. Needle phobia. I also hate needles, I'll be honest. Here we go. This is the term. This is what I was thing I was looking for. It's called precocious puberty. Basically, what precocious puberty is kids who go through puberty too early. Because guess what? It turns out hormones are a really funky and complicated thing, and random shit fucking happens all the fucking time. And whoa. Kids can sometimes end up going through puberty way earlier than they're supposed to. And it can cause complications with their fucking bodies, right? What is it? It's a precocious puberty. Well, why don't we take a look? Fuck it. Overview. Precocious puberty is when children's bodies begin to change into adult bodies too soon. This change is known as puberty. Most of the time, puberty occurs after age 8 in girls and after age 9 in boys. However, Black, Hispanic, and Native American children might naturally reach puberty earlier. Oh, wow, who would have thought that also, all this fucking talk and about banning fucking puberty blockers is also rooted in racism? Who would have thought? Very, very cool, Asmongold. But, you know, that's how it works. And this is a very good argument, by the way, that Nyara is saying here. If minors can't consent to HRT, then they can't consent to puberty, which is true. Nobody consents to puberty. Puberty just fucking happens. If we want to make the whole fucking consent argument for whatever fucking reason, which is something that this motherfucker could give less of a fuck about, transgender people don't consent to puberty. So guess what? Puberty blockers are a very good way at being able to stave off fucking puberty while they can make the decisions for as to what they want to do with their bodies. But yeah, you know, whatever. Fuck it. Does this motherfucker care about any of that shit? No.
will never leave kids alone. We want trans kids to be trans and give them the education and care we desperately needed when we were younger. Stop making it so difficult for us to be part of society. It is not transphobic to not want kids to transition. This is not...
Yes, it is. Categorically speaking, it is transphobic. Like, that's just how it is, right? They have gone through all of these fucking medical assessment, the psychiatric fucking assessment, whatever the fucking stupid dumb shit that they have to constantly go through all the fucking time. Constantly. In order to get the approvals that they need, to get the treatment that they need. And now all of a sudden we have, like, motherfuckers like this being like, whoa. Actually, I think, like, all these transes need to get, like, fucking exterminated or whatever, and that they shouldn't have any of their fucking puberty or blockers or anything because, fuck them, I just want to see them suffer. Because that's what it is for Asmongold. He just wants to see trans people suffer. That's the fucking point. That's all he wants. He wants them to suffer. That's the point.
Transphobic, this is normal.
And it's always, like, so interesting that these people are, like, obsessed with age of consent, with, like,
Hey, dumbass! There's more to the clip. Should we play the whole fucking clip? I know that you get, like, rather fucking titillated and go like, age of consent. Oh, the trans is talking about age of consent. I need to have a schizophrenic meltdown. There's more to the clip. Why aren't you playing the full clip? How about we find the full clip, shall we? Why not? Fuck it. Let's see. What's this in reference to? Literally only fucking 6 seconds in. Let's find it. Fuck it. Shall we? This won't take long. Transphobes love using kids' consent as an excuse to ban trans healthcare. Let's just go with trans youth. Fuck it. Find the shit on Twitter. Ah, found it instantly. All right. Found it fucking instantly. But sure, fuck it. Why don't we do the meme? We'll do the meme. I love doing the meme. Why don't we listen to the full clip? This is full clip.
And it's always, like, so interesting that these people are like...
By the way, hey, Indolence. Horseman of Indolence. I know that this is, like, really complicated for you because you're just a lazy, fucking, stupid dumb fuck. And that it's apparently really difficult for you to sit through a 43-second fucking clip. But here's how you actually do, I don't know, a proper research into things. This isn't very fucking difficult. I expect the largest political content creator on the fucking platform to be able to do this stuff because you have a giant fucking audience and you have a responsibility to maintain with that fucking audience. But sure, you know, 43 seconds, fuck it, you know, we'll do it.
And it's always, like, so interesting that these people are, like, obsessed with age of consent, with, like, consent in general, but then they have, like, takes of how intersex people need to be forced into gender reassignment surgeries.
Here's another fucking thing. These motherfuckers are always obsessed with age of consent, and guess who tend to be the fucking child diddlers? Oh, it's fucking conservatives. Every fucking time. But so far, nothing really ostensible is being said here.
Etc. because they are broken and need to be fixed. Then consent doesn't matter. It's just
That's
when
true.
it comes to, like, a child getting treated for gender dysphoria, not feeling comfortable in their own skin, and wanting to get help. Then consent is, like, a big issue. Oh, kids can't consent. That's why, you know, HRT and puberty blockers, etc. is, like, a bad thing. But when it comes to, like, intersex children, gender reassignment surgery, then it's like, oh, the doctors, they know better. And it's always, like, so interesting.
Hey, Asmongold. It wasn't about fucking, like, trans kids. What Nyara is basically saying here is that kids can't give consent is oftentimes used as a fucking excuse. But your fucking stupid ass with your indolent fucking narcissistic nonsense can't sit there for 43 seconds. You hear the word age of consent, and then you have a titillating little response. You're just like, oh, it's consent. Oh, consent. A concept that I probably don't understand myself because I'm a fucking weirdo loser on the internet. Nonsense.
With that
Nice face, fucking loser. You only played 6 seconds of the fucking clip.
That's enough.
So I wasn't even planning to...
Ah, that's enough. You just closed it after 6 seconds. Not willing to listen to the entirety of the explanation. Talking about, like, you know, the reasonings for as to why transphobes love to use this as an excuse to deny healthcare. But whatever. Asmongold doesn't give a fuck. He wants children to suffer. He's talked about, like, you know, retarded children having to go to the fucking mines because they're fucking idiots. I guess not realizing that that would mostly apply to his fans. A little bit of a shooting yourself in the foot there, Asmongold. But, tomato, tomato, potato, potato, who cares? You know, I'm not gonna get too affected. I've got plenty of fucking kids that watch my program or whatever. Hey, Asmongold, okay, we want to do, like, the dishonesty thing? Okay, we can just be stupidly dishonest. Asmongold, why do you have a bunch of kids that watch your program that clearly cover more mature themes and topics? So what's going on here, buddy? We want to do the whole fucking pedo-jacketing thing. We can play this motherfucking game, you stupid bitch. If we want to play the pedo-jacketing game, get the fuck out of here with this nonsense.
post this, but this genius decided to make a whole video about Asmon, and then I witnessed the biggest self-report in human history. This individual claims little children should be able to consent to life-altering hormone therapy because at the same time they cannot not consent going through puberty. I'm at a loss for words.
I'm pretty sure that is just a completely dishonest telling for as to what was being said there. I think the tweet is, oh, if kids can't give consent to puberty, then they should be able to give consent to HRT, right? That's hyperbole. I'm pretty sure Nyara understands being trans herself, I believe. I think she goes by she, her. I'm not 100% certain, obviously. I believe she fucking understands, being a trans person herself, that, hey, she understands probably the fucking dangers of giving HRT to fucking kids. And guess what? Kids don't get fucking HRT. They don't. Unless there's extreme extenuating fucking circumstances that get approved by God knows how many fucking doctors. But, you know, does fucking Asmon Turd and his fucking stupid slop Reddit monitors, or not Reddit monitors, fucking Reddit editors, do you think they understand these concepts? Fuck no. They can't even sit through a 43-second fucking clip without taking it wildly out of fucking context. But, you know, whatever.
When I, for example, talk about consent, the same with me saying, if a trans kid cannot consent to HRT, then why can they consent to puberty? How does that work? And I don't want to allow something they could regret. If they can't consent to HRT, if they can't decide which puberty they want to go through, how do you, like, justify forcing them through puberty?
These retards are gonna...
Hey, that's a pretty fucking simple argument that is pretty fucking consistent, but for whatever reason, Asmongold and his fucking slop editors can't seem to fucking understand the basic basis. So, allow me to fucking explain to you the fucking argument. I don't know, maybe you got thrown off by the fact that, I don't know, she's got like some European fucking accent or something. Could be East European or some shit. That's like, I don't know, like scrambling their fucking brains or some shit. The fucking, these fucking schizophrenic freaks. But sure, what is she basically saying there? Okay, really easy. If kids are unable to consent to which puberty that they are forced to go through, okay? They can't consent to that, okay? If you're born a girl, you're gonna go through female puberty. If you're born a boy, you're gonna go through male fucking puberty. The fucking question here is pretty fucking simple. It's just like, okay, if kids don't have the ability to have any agency in those particular decisions, why not have the ability to give kids those fucking agency in that fucking decision, saying, well, if a kid doesn't want to go through female puberty and would prefer to go through male puberty, they should be able to have that fucking choice. That's the fucking argument. Pretty fucking simple. But apparently, not to these guys. They don't get it. Because, you know, to them, they hear the word consent and they have like a schizophrenic meltdown saying like, a trans said consent. A trans said consent. That means they're a pedophile. Get your fucking mind out of your gutter, okay? Like, what the fuck is this, dude? Just having to be like, oh, trans consent, that means pedophilia. That's what that means, guys. Automatically, every single time. Stupid. It's ridiculous.
Gonna get gay marriage repealed. Oh, and this is a person tweeting about me. Trans kids exist. I was one. I was not groomed into this. People like Asmongold get millions of views spreading hatred and denying our existence. While stories of trans adults and children are being suppressed and invalidated. Oh, you just don't know who you are. Oh, you fell for big pharma, or you're just mentally ill. I don't know about this person's history. I can't draw any conclusions on it. You are.
Then why the fuck are you saying that all trans kids are fucking mentally ill? You're falling exactly for the fucking trap, you fucking moron. You're doing the fucking meme. You're doing the exact fucking meme, you fucking moron. You literally, not that long ago, said that trans parents are fucking mentally ill for letting their kids go through fucking transition. You literally just said that. You don't know any of the history of that fucking family or those fucking kids, you stupid fucking lazy moron. But you're just saying like, oh yeah, you know, we should not have those kids be fucking trans. And the parents are mentally ill for allowing this to happen. Get the fuck out of here, dude. This is why I say you're a fucking grifter. You don't fucking believe in anything. You're willing to speak out of both sides of your fucking mouth constantly. Fucking moron.
Doing more damage to the entire trans community than you can even know.
Oh, I'm so...
She's doing damage to the trans community. We're doing like the 3 IQ fucking Blair White bullshit. Get the fuck out of here, dude. No. People like you who keep constantly talking about trans people in the way he does are the real fucking people who do damage to the fucking goddamn trans community. Blair White, who has... How many fucking subscribers does Blair White have? She talks about fucking trans people like all the fucking time. Sure, Blair White. 1.5 million subscribers on YouTube? And she loves to fucking talk about fucking trans kids all the fucking time. That's one of her favorite topics to fucking bloviate about. Every single time. And you're gonna fucking do the whole same Blair White fucking meme saying like, yeah, these trans activists are like the main problems for as to why there's no a repealing of fucking trans rights. No, it's because they're a fucking scapegoat in a culture war. Because the Republicans, fundamentally speaking, don't want to fucking talk about any other issues. Because if they do talk about actual fucking policy, guess what? It turns out it's really unpopular and they're gonna get fucking owned on those fucking grounds. Look at what's going on with the big, beautiful bill. Everyone fucking hates that shit. But, nah, it's because of trans saying, like, oh yeah, dude, it's because of fucking, the scapegoat that we've schizophrenically made up in our fucking minds. Because, you know, we can't go after the gays anymore because of Obergefell v. Hodges, although we'll try to anyways. Does it broadly make any fucking sense to people? Like, it's all just a fucking culture war, fucking complete bullshit, nonsense fucking talking points, because, again, if conservatives actually stick to any material policy, whoa! Nobody fucking likes that shit. It turns out people fucking hate it all the time. But, you know, whatever. Stupid. Trans people are minimized and scapegoated as a distraction to cover for capitalism's thoughts. Also, I will say this, and Asmon, you better fucking hear. Alright, let's see it. What do you got, Boy Meets Mini? What is it? Should probably just keep going. Because, again, Asmongold's a fucking moron. He doesn't understand any of this stuff. It's just, it's pure scapegoating and fucking nonsense. But then again, you know, Same dude who defended the Enabling Act of 1933, justifying the fucking burning down of the Institute of Sexology as run by Magnus Hirschfeld, saying that it was Germans reclaiming Germany. Yeah, okay, dude. And my fucking, I don't know, the fucking nutsack that you call a fucking face is reclaiming the Cronenbergian fucking body that you call a fucking host life form. Or whatever the fuck. It's just stupid, dude. I'm a Christian from a country you hate, India, and I will defend trans and queer people harder than your dumb American ass dunks on them for clicks. I'll take the slurs, the punches, and the harassment. Try me, matar chod. He is a matar chod. Let's be honest here, dude.
Evil was saying that, hey, you know, if a child cannot consent to HRT, then they can't consent to puberty.
And it's not just the trans community. There's AoE damage that's happening to the gay community as a macro community because you have decided to attach.
Buddy, don't come out here doing the fucking woke scoldy LGBT fucking bit. Get the fuck out of here. You defended the actions of the fucking Nazis when they burnt down the Institute of Sexology. Don't fucking give me any of this bullshit. Get the fuck out of here. Also, hey, okay, Asmontards. Sure, we'll find the fucking clip. We'll find the clip. Sure. You know, because I don't play any context or anything. Okay, sure, fuck it. Why not? Let's take a look for it. Asmongold, Enabling Act of 1933. Or it might be better to say, the Institute of Sexology, because this fucking clip happened a while ago, and I'm gonna get a bunch of fucking nonsense from this. Institute of Sexology. It's not how you fucking spell that. Here we go. Oh, it's him doubling down on historical revisionism. So we found the follow-up post by the Surfs TV. I assume the Surfs probably has the full thing. I'm just looking for the original clip. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. The original fucking clip. Hey, Asmongold. How do you explain this, you fucker?
Let us remember.
Here's your full fucking context, Asmon Slops.
The Nazis burned books on gender sciences.
They did do that.
Mm-hmm.
First.
They most certainly did, Asmongold.
The administration has villainized and marginalized migrant workers, trans.
It's a bit of a miss. Like, my understanding is that they burned them not because it was gender stuff, but because it was written in Jewish and not German. Again,
we've gone through the complete stupid, idiotic nonsense this is. Jewish is not a language. It is a cultural and religious signifier. It's not a language. Hebrew is the language, but, you know, I'm just being nitpicky there, but stupid. Also, his little chat and gremlins are saying that it's based in W. Oh, but we banned all those guys. Really? I don't give a fuck about the fact that they banned those guys and there was moderation on that. Good job. You did the bare minimum. You need to ask yourself, why do you have a bunch of people that seemingly want to type these things in his chat? That's the more important fucking question. Not about the fact that you decided to take actions against them. I could give less of a shit about that. Why are people comfortable with saying those things in your chat? That's the more important fucking question. In the fucking short, when I initially fucking tore this to fucking shreds, the main question Asmongold should ask himself, why do I have a bunch of people saying that being comfortable with saying base to stuff like this? saying base of things that Nazis did. Should probably ask myself those questions. He didn't ask himself those questions.
And it was like a retaking of Germany for Germans. That was like the uprising of the Nazis.
So again, he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about any of the fucking historical context. Again, this is due to the Enabling Act of 1933, and the Enabling Act of 1933, if I want to summarize it as quickly as possible in one sentence, it's essentially the law that's basically allowed the Nazi Party and Hitler to essentially be like, oh, we can just ignore the Congress and the Bundestag. We don't have to listen to them anymore, and I can just pass whatever the fuck laws I want. It's what cemented the rise of the dictatorship of the Nazi Party. That was the final nail in the coffin of the Weimar Republic, was the Enabling Act of 1933.
So it was like, yeah, they were. I think it probably might be both in some circumstances, but like it was categorical for it not being written in German.
Yeah, that's not the reasoning. They wanted to basically get rid of Magnus Hirschfeld because the Nazis had a ton of propaganda talking about Magnus Hirschfeld. That's the reasoning why, you fucking moron.
They also burned porn. Yeah, they burned a lot of stuff.
Yeah, they sure did, Asmongold.
Both, yeah. And no, a lot. And I wish people like this. It's disappointing that you can't have genuine conversations because people try to just like kind of like handpick facts and like.
Asmongold, you are not interested in having any fucking genuine conversations about this stuff. You literally were unable to sit through a 43-second clip. You heard the word age of consent in a fucking clip when a trans VTuber was fucking talking about it, and you decided to have a schizophrenic conniption about it. The fuck out of here with this bullshit. You don't give a fuck about having an honest conversation. Nonsense.
Not talk about things in an honest way. But it's like part of that's true, but it's like not completely.
Again, a lot of his fucking little gremlins they all keep saying based, and apparently he doubled down on this take. So, that's cool.
True.
LGBT people.
Oh boy. Nazis. And then the bot proceeds to go on a killing spree of Nazis. Very cool and based. But yeah, coming from this fucking dude. Yeah, sure. Very interested in honest conversation. The dude who fucking also defended the Enabling Act of... Because guess what? There was a lot of stuff that Magnus Hirschfeld and the Institute of Sexology fucking covered. Besides just, like, trans people and pornography in there. There was also a lot of stuff about gay and LGBT stuff. Or whatever the fuck nonsense you want to fucking go through. Whatever. It's all like the gays against groomers fucking propaganda and stuff like that. And it turns out the fucking owner of that website, that complete fucking nonsense and dreck, was a Nazi. Oh, crazy. Who would have thought?
Yourself like a parasite to the LGBT community and then turn it into effectively a weapon for you to push this on.
Someone doesn't know about their queer history. That's a little weird. I wonder why Asmongold here doesn't know anything about queer history. Oh, it's because he's an ignorant, indolent fuckwit. That's why. Because he is lazy and fucking stupid. Sure. Okay. Who are some of the main people that were pushing for the Stonewall riots? Who were the main catalysts of that? Oh, it was black trans women. But they're parasites, right? Let's see. Main figures of Stonewall. Who are the important figures? Let's see. I believe Marsha P. Johnson, was trans. They were a drag queen. I think. Yes, Marsha P. Johnson was a black transgender woman, gay liberation activist, sex worker, self-identified drag queen, and one of the founding members of the Gay Liberation Front. And here we go. Sylvia Rivera. Sylvia Rivera was a trans Latina sex worker and civil rights activist. involved in the Black Liberation Movement, Gay Activist Alliance, and GLF. That would be the Gay Liberation Front. Hey, Asmongold, a lot of the main people who got fucking gay rights passed, or transgender people. But I thought they were parasites. What's going on here? That's a little weird. What, are you telling me that Asmongold is a stupid dumb fuck who barely knows any of the history and does like no looking into or research into any of this stuff? What? Whoa! What? I'm shocked. Fucking moron.
On children. This is a literally 80-20, 90-10 issue. Who cares about the age of consent? This is disgusting.
Dishonest fucking nitwit. Absolutely fucking dishonest. Yeah, took me fucking 10 seconds to fucking find that out. I found it in the first fucking link I clicked. Instantaneously. You didn't even play through the full fucking clip. How can you come to that conclusion, you fucking moron? Stupid. Do I even want to watch this? Fuck it, we'll watch the other fucking second half of this. Yellow, swag, 420, fuck it.
And, virtual VTubers. VTuber Nyara is facing a harassment campaign.
True.
You call it whatever you want. Just stay away from the kids. If minors can't consent.
I think you should stay away from the fucking kids, you fucking freak. I don't think this motherfucker should be anywhere near fucking kids. Fuck this fucking weirdo. Buddy, you hang out with some of the fucking weirdest motherfuckers on the planet, okay? I think you should stay away from them. Yeah.
To HRT, then they can't consent to puberty. And this is the person, by the way.
That's true, by the way. Because kids can't consent to puberty. That's just a fact. That's because that's how that works, Asmongold.
This is the person who's crying about me canceling them. They said that.
If they can't consent to HRT, if they can't decide which puberty they want to go through, how do you justify forcing them through puberty?
Just to be absolutely clear about how dangerous and irresponsible this kind of rhetoric is, we are not talking about psychological counseling. We are not talking about puberty blockers, which are to some extent reversible. We are talking about hormone replacement
not to some effect reversible, completely reversible. And yes, HRT is not reversible. This is correct. However, just like we have talked about before, the likelihood of kids being put through HRT is astronomically low. It only happens in the most extreme of most extreme extenuating fucking circumstances. But do these motherfuckers know? Do these guys know about that? Fuck no, they don't know that. Of course not.
therapy to children, the effects of which are permanent and irreversible. It is genuinely...
Do these motherfuckers think that Nyara doesn't know that? Do you think that she doesn't know that? Like, a genuine fucking question. Do they think that they don't know that? It's very stupid, dude. Really, really fucking dude. Really, really fucking stupid, bro. Dumbest fucking shit on the fucking planet.
Shocking that we're receiving backlash for saying this when a significant portion...
Yes, because you're wrong. You're not reporting on it accurately. And also, this is coming, again, from the same fucking dude who defended the Enabling Act of 1933. So it makes sense that you might be facing some fucking backlash from it, because guess what? It rings fucking hollow from motherfuckers such as yourselves. You don't actually care about the safety of fucking children. You've never fucking cared about any of that shit. You people are charlatans.
...of the general public is opposed even to counselling. And yet this individual continues to...
Why are they opposed to counseling, by the way? Have you ever asked that? Could there be a particular sort of ginned up conspiracy theory around this fucking embattled community right now that may have led them to have been, that's sort of like leading to them even not being able to get counseling, to having the public support that? I don't even know if that's true, by the way. Like, is this true? I'm curious. What's the fucking polling on that? Polling on trans kids getting counseling. Sure. I'm curious. Let's see. Trevor Project. Key findings. Suicide attempting. That's at 39% of LGBTQ plus people. Uh, 54% of trans and non-binary found their school to be gender affirming. Negatively impacted by politics. I want the sort of general sort of poll. High support amongst parents. This is again from the Trevor Project. Stop giving me all these pop-ups. Yes, that's a very good point, Boy Meets Minnie. Yeah, there's also the problem of religious counselors with questionable licensing. Those motherfuckers are everywhere. Yes, because that's fucking legal in the United States for some reason. All because of First Amendment crap. New poll illustrates high support amongst parents for transgender, non-binary children. Let's see. It's from the Trevor Project, which is a charity that works with transgender youth specifically. So, most adults would be willing to take all actions tested to support their child if they came out as transgender or non-binary. So, this is among parents, including encouraging other family members or friends to respect their gender identity. That's 71%. Use their chosen name and pronouns correctly, 69%. And not vote for political candidates that support anti-transgender policies. Damn, they seem very supportive of the parents. Crazy. A majority of parents would be comfortable if their child came out as LGBTQ, including over half if their child came out as transgender or non-binary, 54% and 57% respectively. Most parents would be comfortable if their child started using gender-neutral pronouns. They then to express their gender identity versus non-parents. 69% agree that parents, not politicians, have the ultimate say over whether or not their child receives transgender medical care. Oh, this seems very biased because you're using the left-wing fucking Trevor Project. Where's this fucking polling then, right? What, a majority of Americans oppose allowing gender-affirming care for minors and transgender women participating in women's sports? That seems very oddly specific to a current culture war that's going on right now. For, like, again, you want to know how many fucking transgender women are participating in women's sports? Like, maybe fucking 5 of them. But yeah, totally, man. Just you wait until those parents get a fucking transgender child in their fucking family. How quickly that fucking turns around. So what? Some 2024. New poll: 60% of Americans oppose bending gender-affirming care. Oppose bend. I think this is supposed to be banning. Banning? I'm not sure what bending is supposed to be. Is it supposed to be banning? 60% of Americans oppose banning gender-affirming care for young people. Is that what this is? Go away. New Gallup poll out this week found that 6 in 10 U.S. adults oppose laws banning banning gender-affirming care for minors. Uh-oh. Asmongold. Oh, hey, Asmon's Reddit editor, okay? You fucking Redditor. What's this? Well, what's going on here? A Gallup poll found out this week? Because guess what? If you're talking about getting psychological fucking help, that's gender-affirming care for fucking minors. Oh, what's going on here? This seems to be a fucking contradiction to the narrative that you're saying. Uh-oh, stinky. The poll also found a steady 51% of Americans think changing one's gender is morally wrong, while 44% say it's morally acceptable. That's a completely fucking different question. We're talking about gender-affirming cares. I don't care about the fucking morality question. And if we're talking about the sort of morality question, it's pretty fucking simple. If they want to go through with it, you take it seriously and you set up the appropriate counsel in order to fucking go through with it. You don't just automatically deny it, okay? It's fucking the easiest shit on the fucking planet. But apparently this is like a challenge for most American fucking parents for some fucking reason. According to researchers at Gallup, there are significant demographic differences in Americans' views of the morality of changing one's gender. Majorities of political liberals, 81%, Democrats, 72%, those who do not identify with a religion, 67%, those who do not attend religious services regularly, 59%, young adults aged 18 to 29, 56%, and college graduates, 53%, believe changing genders is morally acceptable. Less than half of their counterparts say the same. Because, again, culture war shit. I'm trying to see about, like, gender-affirming care. I don't really care about the fucking whole morality question. I've already talked about that. If they have to fucking do it, they have to fucking do it. I don't really care about it. Smoking cigarettes and handguns. What? Gallup researchers measured U.S. adults' gender identity in all of its surveys. An average of 0.9% of U.S. adults identified as trans. Again, this is like, it's not even 1% of the fucking population these people are having a complete conniption about. But sure. Trans identification amongst adults is highest for those in Gen Z, which is about 2.8%. Because, again, like I said before, hey, why is this the fucking case? Because they're being more broadly accepted in fucking media. That's why. But again, hey, what's this? Oh, 6 in 10 U.S. adults oppose laws banning gender-affirming care for minors. So guess what? It turns out, I guess most American adults seem to be okay with gender-affirming care. Well, that's a little weird. Well, that's a little bit of a bent in the narrative, but okay.
Assert children should be given HRT instead of forcing them going through puberty.
For some reason.
Yet this individual continues to assert children should be given HRT instead of forcing them going through puberty.
Yeah, if they're fucking trans, you moron. What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, if a fucking goddamn... If the extenuating circumstance exists for a fucking trans child to have to do gender-affirming care, to have to take fucking HRT for whatever fucking reason because of, I don't know, whatever extenuating circumstance fucking happens, then yeah, they should be able to have that gender fucking, the ability to go through fucking HRT. Because guess what? Wacky things fucking happen all the fucking time, especially when it comes to stuff like this. And guess what? Those are fucking approved through significant amounts of fucking goddamn counseling from God knows how many fucking psychologists, psychiatrists, doctors, blah, 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 blah. There is so much fucking counseling that goes into this. But again, do any of these motherfuckers know about that? No. They just prefer to make their stupid, dumb fuck slop content.
For some reason, HRT is something irreversible and it's like life ruination or whatnot. And puberty is like this wholly natural thing. But HRT induces the same effects of puberty. But the difference is you're not forcing them through changes that do not align with their gender identity.
Oh, God. Leave the kids alone. So this dumb...
I think you should fucking leave the kids alone because you have no fucking... You are wholeheartedly, completely out of your fucking depth when you are fucking talking about any of these issues. You, broadly speaking, have no fucking idea what you're talking about, you complete bumblefuck. But, you know, yeah, dude, it's, the kids just need to be left alone, man. Kids don't have to go through all that stuff, man. Like, you know, it'd be really bad if this fucking happened. Yeah, sure, dude, whatever. If a fucking family is perfect... Again, same motherfucker who said that the fucking, goddamn... parents of, trans children are completely fucking mentally ill because of, I don't know, them saying, like, oh, yeah, you know, I respect the decisions of my child. You know, if they're transgender, they're transgender. Ah, fuck it. Well, you know, whatever. Yellow swag, 420. Yeah, sure, whatever. But you definitely care about, parents' fucking decisions and stuff like that. Get the fuck out of here. You could care less about that fucking shit.
Bitch goes and starts leading a massive cancel campaign on Kirsche, saying how she's a racist, a Nazi, trying to get her
Sure, we can do this. We're talking about Kirsche? Sure, let's get the thread. Bent. There's the bent thread on Kirsche. I already did a whole fucking video. They're tearing apart Kirsche's fucking bullshit. Yeah, she's racist. She is just a fucking racist. Here we go. Kirsche's on public record saying immigrants are part of a demographic replacement program, making George Floyd jokes and calling trans women autogonophilic males. Bullying journalists into silence does not make them make these disappear. No one asked, no one cares. Mr. JP, go get a life. Sir, why don't we do the meme? Okay,
They're building like a They're building like a 2.5 million pound mosque somewhere in like northern England that doesn't even have like a large Muslim population. And I was like, of course they are. Yeah, of course they are.
They. Wonder who they is. Have you ever considered that, again, you know, considering how much of a shithole northern England is because of austerity politics, maybe they want to incentivize a bunch of immigration to come in order to be able to do work in the fucking area, to stimulate the local economy, to be able to create jobs. So they want to build a fucking mosque there to, you know, get more people to come. You know, just some food for thought.
I get increasingly angry when I see people who are just like, well, they're not doing anything illegal, so like you can't really be mad at them. It's like this is very clearly a hostile takeover. Like,
yeah, dude. Yeah, hostile takeover. How many Syrian refugees came in? How many Syrian refugees in the UK? Yeah, 28,000. Highest numbers of Syrian nationals in the UK was in 2019, which is 47,000 nationals. But yeah, demographic fucking takeover. And again, you know, we'll do the meme. How many Pakistanis in the UK? Estimated 1.66 million. Hey, why? The British Raj. You see that part up there? In the map? That's Pakistan. I wonder why there's a bunch of Pakistanis in England. I rest my case.
Like, we're experiencing it in the US via illegal immigration. They're experiencing it in the UK via, like, the migrant crisis nonsense and refugees.
Yeah, the 47,000 Syrian refugees, dude. That's causing a hostile demographic replacement of white British people. Dude, why is white culture so fucking pathetic, dude? Yeah, dude. Fucking, like, it's gonna be instantaneously and easily replaced, but it's the strongest, most powerful, most moral thing on the planet. Fuck out of here.
Which, potato, basically the same fucking thing. And it's like, our politicians are assisting these people with both demographic replacement as well.
There's just simply put no fucking evidence to suggest that this is a project that is being taken forth by any political party. This is just complete fucking schizophrenic fucking nonsense here by Kirsche. Again, we can pull up the fucking TPS fucking graph. Sure, fuck it. TPS, Pew fucking Research. Hey, why were there a bunch of Venezuelans that came in on 2021/2023? It's not because of a secret agenda of demographic replacement. It's this. This is why. This is fucking why. There was a fucking attempted coup in Venezuela in 2019. And guess what? Trump got mad and then slapped a bunch of fucking goddamn sanctions on the country as a result. Which, whoa. Oh, I know that this may be a shocker to you, Kirsche. It caused a bunch of Venezuelans to leave the country and then go to the United States of America for economic opportunity. Some food for thought. Some food for thought. We're not gonna go through the whole fucking thread. I've done the fucking whole shebang of Kirsche's fucking stupid nonsense and idiocy, but
well as just making citizens' lives worse in general. They're changing the entire culture of these countries. It might not be a hostile takeover like you see in war.
Yeah, man, totally. Because this fucking migration that was spurred in a country of immigrants. Keep in mind, the United States is a country of immigrants. But yeah, this shit, which was spurred on by a failed fucking coup attempt, and guess what? A lot of other, like, failed fucking policies and other coup attempts that were attempted in other fucking Central American polities, are the reason why there's a hostile demographic fucking takeover. It's fucking complete and utter fucking nonsense.
There's no guns and battleships and bombs, but it is still a hostile takeover. It is still going to change these countries irreparably in the future. UK, it's almost all of Europe. I'm specifically speaking of the UK because of the mosque thing. We're noticing. And it's like, I made a tweet. I made a tweet talking about,
Yeah, 47,000 Syrian nationals are definitely causing a demographic replacement in the United Kingdom because of a 2.5 million pound mosque. Get your fucking stupid. It's stupid. It's just dumb. It's stupid. You're just a white nationalist. This is talking points from a white fucking nationalist. Simply fucking put. Stupid. There's 3 mosques near my home church in India, and God knows how many temples. No problems, and families of all faiths send their kids to Christian schools. That's true. Let's be honest here. If we Indians can deal with religious diversity in crowded cities, are the Brits so weak-willed? Spineless fucking racists. Apparently, like, Kirsche just can't seem to deal with it. She seems to be a spineless fucking racist. But yeah, sure, fuck it, nice meme, dude.
Sponsors taken away, and then I call her out, and I don't even say a whole lot. I just play her own clip. He, she, I don't give a fuck what their gender is. I'm not gonna go and play these gender games. I don't give a fuck about that. You a man, you a woman, you neither. You a retard. And that's a fact.
It's fucking hilarious coming from the dude who defends the Enabling Act of 1933. Dude, like, you're all of your fucking analysis on political topics is just like, but yeah, dude, yeah, whoa, crazy. Look at Trump doing this, like, totally heckin' cool epic thing, bro. Dude, the consequences of Asmon's slop and his, like, stupid 3 IQ troglodyte content is gonna cause effects on, I don't know, the youth for the next several fucking generations. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
And it's always, like, so interesting that these people are, like, obsessed with age of consent, with, like,
He still didn't play the clip. Why are you replaying this, like, 3 IQ fucking moment, dude? This doesn't make you look good. We can play, well, fuck it. We'll play the clip again. Fuck it.
always, like, so interesting that these people are, like, obsessed with age of consent, with, like, consent in general, but then they have, like, takes of how intersex people need to be forced into gender reassignment surgeries, etc.
Yeah, I thought we hated gender reassignment surgery, conservatives, on children. What happened? What's going on?
Because they are broken and need to be fixed. Then consent doesn't matter. It's just when it comes to, like, a child getting treated for gender dysphoria, not feeling comfortable in their own skin, and wanting to get help. Then consent is, like, a big issue. Oh, kids can't consent. That's why, you know, HRT and puberty blockers, etc. is, like, a bad thing. But when it comes to, like, intersex children, gender reassignment surgery, then it's like, oh, the doctors, they know better. And it's all...
Whoa, who would have thought? Because I guarantee you, all these motherfuckers probably would talk about, here's a perfect example, Iman Khalif, right? All the fucking conservatives are probably pushing for Iman Khalif to fucking get some goddamn gender reassignment fucking surgery because of, I don't know, how badly she beat up, I don't remember the name of the Italian girl, Gina Carani or some shit, Gina Caruso or some shit, whatever, who the fuck cares? How badly she beat up that other fucking girl. Man, she should get fucking justice or whatever the fuck. No, these people don't give a fuck about any of that shit, okay? Like, it doesn't matter. I wonder how that fucking lawsuit was going. I think it probably got dropped. Because I don't think it went anywhere. Unfortunate. I wish it did. And that would have been fucking hilarious. But yeah. Asmongold. Nyara is talking about a gender reassignment surgery, the double standard and the hypocrisy that people like yourself would have when it comes to intersex people. How, yeah, you know, if, like, an intersex person needs, like, gender reassignment surgery, the doctors probably know better. But, man, if it's, like, kids who need particular gender-affirming care or, like, HRT because of, like, whatever, heavily, like, extenuating fucking circumstance, which is the only cases when shit like this fucking happens, then, you know, the doctors know better about the intersex people, but the transes? No! No! Not the trans! No! And then you start have, like, a fucking schizophrenic conniption about it. Yeah, okay, cool.
That's enough?
Yeah, cool. Fantastic. Very good. Very cool and very good. Again, God, look at just how much fucking bullshit we have to fucking go through. This is why a lot of people don't really want to bother going through a lot of the context. Because again, you know, guess what? I played through all of the fucking stupid, dumb fucking idiot goddamn contexts. Did all of the fucking epic big debunkings constantly. And guess what? For all of you sniveling little fucking cowards, you fucking Asmon slop losers and fucking dipshits, it's not gonna fucking matter. None of you fucking care about any of this. I have done pretty much everything you wanted to do. I played the clips in full fucking context. I perfectly fucking examined what he said. Provided extra fucking goddamn articles and context to provide a full context for any of my fucking points and arguments that I make against Asmongold. None of you people fucking care about that. None of you people have ever fucking given a shit about that because you support one thing and one thing only. You support hate. You are okay with hate. That is the only fucking common extenuating fucking circumstance. You are hateful fucking bigots, and guess what? Asmongold should fucking lose everything on his fucking goddamn platform because guess what? He is the one who causes most of the fucking PR problems on the fucking entire website when he spews his complete nonsense and fucking hate. All of you can cope, seethe, and maul about it. I could give less of a flying fuck about it. I hate you people. I will never have any sympathy for you people. You people are miserable, abominable, deplorable fucking wretches. I'll borrow that fucking Clintonite fucking classic. I don't give a shit. Fuck you people. I hate you. You guys are miserable wretches. You don't care about context. You don't care about the fucking argument. None of this has ever mattered to you. The only thing that you do care about is hatred of minorities. That is it.